Hello and welcome to JSONPath tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to look into some of the JSONPath examples. So in previous tutorials, we have seen some of the concepts, some of the key things that are required in JSONPath and forming the JSONPath. Now let us dig deeper into the JSONPath examples and see some of the very frequently used JSON paths in the API testing. Now, I have noted some of the examples here that you can see to figure out the first element in array, and there are 9 examples which are sort of related with the arrays in JSON response or JSON document. So let's go ahead and start to figure out one by one how you can write the JSON path for these examples. So let's see and figure out how you can figure out the first or find out the first element in an array. So we have already seen this, but just to rephrase, I'll go through and cover the first example as well. So the data that we'll be using, or the JSON file we'll be using, is basically displayed on the screen, the sample JSON. And we'll go to the JSON online evaluator where I have copied this file already. So the first example says is to figure out the first element in array. Okay, so here you can see the data has 5 elements in array. Okay, and we want to find out the first element in the array. So how we can do it? So we'll start with the root node, which is dollar, and then dot, and then the data. Okay, and then how you need to find out the first element is basically to provide the index of the first element. So index starts with 0. If you just provide 0 there, and that's what the data is returned. So that's the dictionary or the object that has been returned. So this is how you will get the first element of an array. Okay, so within an array, if you are again looking for some more details, if for example you're looking for the GID, you just say dot and then GID, and it will display the GID of that particular element. Now going to the second example, select array elements from start index and up to index. So we have seen some of the operators in previous tutorial. So in this tutorial we'll also cover a few more operators. So there are a lot more operators that you can go through. You can figure out, just try googling, just try to Google on the web, and you'll be able to get a lot more details around all the operators that are used, but I'll try to cover the maximum operators that will be required in the API testing. So selecting array elements from the start index and up to index, it will require another operator which we'll cover now. So let me open the online evaluator. So we want to select, say for example, I want to select first 3 elements. Okay, so I want to provide the index range. Okay, so how you will do it? You will provide the range. So for example, I want to select the first 2 elements. So you can say 0 and then colon. This is another operator. Okay, and then the end range. So for example, you want to select 2 elements, you have to provide the range up to 2, and then it will select the first 2 elements. So the last number that you provide, or the last index that you provide, that is not included. So if you see this data here, this is the 0 index, 1 and 2. So whatever you provide, the last number, that is not included. If you want the 3 indexes or 3 values there, then you have to provide the end range as 3. So it will return the first 3 elements or first 3 objects in the JSON file. Okay, so let me get this copied and I'll paste it here. So that's the example how you will select the array elements from the start index and end index, and colon is the operator that you will be using. The next operator is selecting the first n elements of the array. Okay, so how will you do this? Just go to the online evaluator. Okay, start with $.data and then the array index, start with colon and provide the value as 2 and then close square braces. So this will display the first two objects or dictionaries of this particular array. So you can see the first one is IT project plan here and the second sample project. So it will display the first two elements of the array. Okay, copy it and I'll paste it here. Now selecting the last n element, so here n is basically 2, so we have specified the value of n is 2. Select last n element, so depending the number that you want to select from the last, so for example you want to select just the last element or last 3 elements, how will you can do it? So you go to the editor and specify, say I want to select the last 2 elements, so just say -2 and then colon, and that's it. So it will select the last 2 elements or last 2 objects of an array. Okay, so you can see RCV Academy demo project 1 has been selected twice because these are the 2 last elements of an array. Let's copy this and paste it here so that it's helpful for you later. So last element in array, that's another good one. So if you want to select the last element, what you need to do is you just say -1, same thing, oh sorry, -1 and colon, that's it. So that selects the last element, so it's not much different between the previous one. You just need to change the value here. If you want to select the 2 elements, you select -2. If you want to select last 3 or last 4, you just change the value here to -2, 3, 4, whatever you want. Okay, so let me copy and paste this. So this is the last element in the array. Then select multiple elements in the array. Okay, so if you want to select multiple elements, say for example I want to select element 1, first element, fifth element and ninth element. Okay, so here we have 5 elements. I want to select first, third and fifth. Okay, so what you need to do is you just say first comma 0 because index starts with 0, comma 2, comma 4. Okay, and now you can see IT project plan, and then the second one that is selected is RCV Academy test project, and the last one has been selected with the GID 66078, which is RCV Academy demo project 1. Okay, so this is how you will select multiple elements in an array depending whatever is your requirement. Now name of all projects in the JSON document. So for example you want to fetch the names of all the projects, okay, and that's the only requirement you are looking for. So how you can do it? So we'll start with data and then just put a wildcard star, okay, because you're looking for all the objects or all the dictionaries within this array, and then you just say dot and name, and it will display all the names of all the projects within or all the dictionaries within this array. Okay, so that is displaying the name. And similarly, if you want to fetch any other details, for example I want GID of all these projects, you just say change it to GID. Okay, now the next one is to name of first 2 elements. Okay, so for example you're looking for name of first 2 elements, so it's basically same as we did for the array. So select the first n elements, so this is the first 2 elements that we took, so $.data and then :2. So we'll use similar concept, so we'll say first 2 elements first, okay, and then dot name, and it will display the name of the first 2 elements in the array. Okay, similarly, not much difference, the last 2 elements will be similar as we displayed the last n elements, like -2 : so we'll use the similar concept here. Okay, so I want the name of the last 2 elements, so I'll say -2 : and the name. You can see the name has been displayed for the last 2. If I want to display the last 3, just change it to last 3 and last 3 names have been displayed for the last three elements of the array. Now let me change it to -2 and copy and paste. So you can see here that most of the examples that I have covered here are related to array, and this will be very commonly used. So please go ahead and try to search the examples on the internet. You will find a lot more examples, and try to do all those exercises or read the concepts that are available to master the JSON path. So that's pretty much about the JSON path examples. In next tutorial, I'll cover a few more examples. Hope you like the tutorial. Please do share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.